Let's talk about the 5 ways you generally don't want to touch your woman. A lot of what I'm going to show you, I think, stems from fear, but really I think it's about lack of confidence. Number one, you're using a fingertip or a hand and you are in a very, very small area circling around like this. So that's one. Number two, even some sort of rubbing, but in the same position over and over and over again. Number three is kind of a fun one. I call it burping the baby. Women tend to do this one on people's backs when they're hugging them, especially if they don't want to hug. But if you're with your partner and you're embracing or you're cuddling and you're doing something like this, it's not what's going to get the sexual situation going. The only thing that I think that accomplishes something like a there, something that you'd sort of do at a funeral or if someone's suffering immensely. Number four has to do with stillness, and it's about just keeping your hand on your partner. This one can go both ways because I do think it is positive. There is huge benefit in touching your woman or any partner with stillness and a calm hand. It's soothing. It makes you feel really, really relaxed on the inside. It also might put your partner to sleep or make them rest. But if you're trying to be more sexual and intimate, you can use it as a starting place. You can have your hand resting on them in all sorts of different places, but you eventually need to move out of there. Number five, I would say scratching. Now, some people like having nails running all over their body. I think that's very sexy and very attractive. Some people like it on their chest or down their back or on their neck. But if you're just scratching in one area, again, with that sort of repetitive motion, anything you're doing in a small circular area is not going to get you the results that you want. And then finally, number five, I'm going to call this one stillness when you're cuddling. Holding on to your partner, you're snuggling with them, you're laying in bed, you're watching a show, you're doing everything right, but nothing is happening. It's not so much that you need to make a move, but you at least need to move your hands somewhere and start doing something. And then here's just some super secret sauce before I go. Sometimes you're doing something she likes. Maybe you're touching sensually and you're moving around a little bit and you're not touching everywhere. You're being very intentional and she's liking it and she's loving it and her body's opening and she's moaning. But what are you doing? You're still being too careful and too slow and she's ready for more. So you have to be able to read the signs. So she'll shut it down and she'll say, oh, we lost the moment. Oh, I'm not into it anymore. Oh, it's not really, let's just go to bed. I don't really want to anymore. And that's what's happened is you got her sexual energy all ramped up, but yours stayed down here. You always have to match her. Like, follow, and subscribe for more.